Чайковский летаючи, мов за дітьми плаче, сонце гріє.
Make sure that doesn't play. Good evening, everybody. Howdy, Blue. See ya. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Been thinking of you. I've been actually working on my chicken coop. So I've been thinking of you. Well, your girls mostly. Running late again, as usual. Hectic day. Looks like it was a hectic day yesterday for Ukraine. A total of 189 combat clashes took place since the beginning of the day. The hottest today is in Kharkiv, Pokrovsk, and Lyman directions. Ukrainian defenders continue to resolutely repulse the enemy's attempts to advance deep into our territory, inflicting fire damage on Russia. The Russian aggressor struck Ukraine with one missile strike, 38 airstrikes using 67 guided air bombs. In addition, more than 400 kamikaze drones were brought in to attack, and more than 2,250 artillery strikes were carried out on the positions of our troops in populated areas. So it's good to see that number going down from the 3,000 that it was in. Good to know, Sia. Good to know. In the Kharkiv direction, the enemy twice unsuccessfully stormed the positions of our units in Tuka region. I'm not sure that's right, but that pronunciation, I mean. Excuse me again for the cough. The enemy's aircraft attacked the village of Garbuzi with 2 air bombs. So, deep state. Kharkiv. Lipsky. Yeah, I don't see those settlements on here just offhand. But they could be anywhere in here, so. Oops. In the Kupiansk direction, the aggressor carried out offensive actions near Sinkivka, Stepova Novoselivka, Kurigilivka, Koloniskivkova, Gublivka, Petropavlivka, Lozova, and Vyshimno. Ukrainian defenders stopped 16 attacks. 9 more clashes are continuing. So I'm not sure if that's 16 attacks total and 9 are still going on, or 16 were stopped, plus 9 more are continuing for a total of 25. I'm not sure, but that's not very clear. Again, Kupiansk, they're talking about this push by Russia and then this push area. In the Monsky direction, Russian invaders attacked the positions of the defense forces 31 times. near Novohorivka, Novolubinska, Grevneka, Novisky, Terny, Yampovlika, Toriska, and Zarechny. 10 clashes are still ongoing. And of course, we all know Liman. So they're talking about this general area here. "31 attacks in that area. They're pushing hard for it. In the Siversky direction, our defenders repelled 3 assaults by the occupying forces in the Oh, that's a bit hard one. Verkhono-Kamansky area. So, Siversk is this area here. Again, you should all probably know this area. This is the area K2 operates out of, and this is where you see K2's videos from. In the Kramatorsk direction, the enemy stormed our positions near Orhivo, Yazlivka, and Delivka. The defense forces stopped all attacks by the invaders. It doesn't say how many. So, of course, Kramatorsk is here. There were 3 battles in the Torets direction. Russians stormed the positions of Ukrainian units near Chirbrynivka. Here, all attacks also ended in failure for the occupiers. And again, Toretsk is this little bulge, and looks like they made a little bit of an advancement into this settled area. Nice. So, a lot of fighting in Toretsk for them to gain, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings deep. Hey, Lotus. In Pokrovsk direction, since the beginning of the day, the enemy has attacked 38 times. Myrolubivka, Promina, Mirnograd, Solodoy, Grodivka, Novotoritsk, Novopaplika. Our defenders stopped all enemy assault actions. Today, according to preliminary data, about 300 occupiers were neutralized. 148 of them irreversibly. I love how that's phrased. It just makes it sound well, never mind. 5 BMPs, 4 vehicles, and 1 motorcycle were destroyed. 4 more BMPs, 2 BMDs, and 2 APCs of the invaders were damaged. And of course, you all know Pokrovsk, Mirnograd, Novopaplivka, Lizivka, they're all in this area. Russia's trying to push hard. And as you can see by the number of arrows, they're trying to push around that railroad line. Russia has an obsession with railroads. Kharkiv direction. The enemy made 50 attempts to break through the defense. 50 attacks. And just so you're aware, this is Kharkiv. This is the pocket they're talking about. 50 attacks in this little pocket. They're trying to close it off to trap the Ukrainian troops in here, but apparently Ukraine's not giving it up so easily. Oh, don't mind being late. I was quite late myself. Had a job to do and got it done, and unfortunately other stuff has to take a side burner when I'm pushing to get stuff done. Again, Kharkiv direction, 50 attempts. Vernika, Izmailivka, Kharkivka, Turetsky, Novodmitrev, Seladivka, Antonivka, Konstantinivka, Katerinivka, Georgikivka, and Vodenia. So Vernivka is mouse, all right here. 50 attacks in this little tiny area. Uh, 39 strikes were ended and 11 were still ongoing as of 10 o'clock last night. In this direction, according to preliminary data, the loss of the enemy was as irreversible and wounded amounted to more than 70 people. 2 armored combat vehicles were also destroyed and 2 tanks were damaged. The enemy did not carry out offensive actions in Vermiysk and... that's a tricky one. Guyupolisk directions. However, they carried out airstrikes on Novodorivka and Shakhtarsky. I didn't know Starsky had a town named after him. Yeah, I know but it's close. And I don't know about the second one, the one that was really hard for me to say, but Vermiyska. I don't see the other one right offhand. I don't see it, and we're getting over here towards Orkiv. And that's Orhiv. The invading troops twice stormed the position of the defense forces near Malat Tokmivka and Novodenlivka. One battle is still going on, so this area is kind of calming down, it looks like. Yeah, no movement, so Ukraine's holding strong. But I know there's a lot of airstrikes and artillery going into this area. In the Dnipro direction, the enemy does not stop trying to knock our units out of their positions. 8 unsuccessful assaults were carried out by the aggressor during this day. No significant changes in the rest of the directions. The operation is ongoing in Kerch region. Enemy aviation continues to attack its villages and cities with guided aerial bombs. just to show you how screwed up Russia is. You think they'd come here. You think in their home territory they would not want to bomb civilians, but they're using the same bombs that they're throwing at Kharkiv on their own population. Russia doesn't care about people as long as they save face, even if it's their own people. Today it's worth celebrating the soldiers of the 118th Separate Mechanized, the 35th Separatist Brigade of Marines, named after Rear Admiral Mikhailo Oskuradsky, the 60th Separate Mechanized Brigade, the 79th Separate Amphibious Assault Brigade of Taryvra, and the 425th Separate Assault Battalion. These guys are getting mentioned a lot. I'm gonna have to look into them more and see if I could find like a Telegram group or something for them. Which because they effectively destroyed the enemy, inflicting significant losses in manpower and equipment. Glory to the Ukrainian defenders, glory to Ukraine, and Heroям Slava. This comes up a lot in the other streams with people with languages and names in different languages and different odd fonts. You can just select their name in chat, copy it, and do the @ and paste, and it will @ them. Yeah, like that, like Blue just did. Oh, geez, I'm lagging here. So,
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці.
Helps if I get it on the right screen. So, pause, go back to the beginning, full screen, play.
Українки провів сьогодні ставку енергетичну про всі ключові питання підготовки до зими і щодо захисту енергооб'єктів. Кожна служба та всі інституції мають чіткі завдання. Були доповіді по кожному рівню захисту енергосистеми, доповідав і прем'єр-міністр, і міністр енергетики, представники обласної влади, саме тих регіонів, які найбільше під ризиком. Була доповідь командувача повітряних сил щодо ППО, збиття ракет і дронів, а також наша система РЕП. Обговорили формат посилення ППО і вже є певні рішення щодо шахедів і деяких видів ракет. Доповідав сьогодні і керівник Нафтогазу Чернишов щодо накопичення газу у сховищах, відповідних питань захисту інфраструктури, всі елементи підготовки до зими, електрика, газ, вугілля, те, на що ми розраховуємо, те, до чого ми готуємось і те, в чому потребуємо допомоги партнерів. Абсолютно чітко визначено. Обов'язкова доповідь головкома Сирського по фронту. Ситуація непроста, але тримаємо позиції. Я вдячний кожній бригаді, кожному солдату, сержанту та офіцеру, які забезпечують нашу стійкість. Окремо Курська операція, визначені завдання продовжуємо реалізовувати. Була сьогодні доповідь міністра оборони щодо мого доручення збільшення фінансування нашого внутрішнього українського виробництва зброї, дрони, РЕП, артилерія, залучення інвестицій партнерів, наші можливості. На кінець Цього місяця ми будемо мати конкретні нові контракти в нашому українському оборонному виробництві. Це один з найбільш пріоритетних наших напрямків. Щоб не відбувалось у світі,
Okay, I don't like pausing it, but I wanted to point that out. He says at the end of the month, they will have new contracts for defense production inside Ukraine.
напрямків. Щоб не відбувалось у світі, Україна матиме силу. Це найголовніше. Ще одне говорив напередодні з Марком Рюте, генсеком НАТО. Ми узгоджували позиції щодо посилення України. Дякуємо Марку за підтримку. Дякую всім, хто з Україною. Дякую всім нашим людям, хто б'ється, хто працює, хто допомагає. Слава Україні!
Героям слава. And just wanted to point out that I use Zelensky's speeches to help me learn Ukrainian.
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні.
Let me put it back here for a second, slow it down, and get it full size again. If you watch,
Міністр енергетики,
okay, that just sounds so bad. I'm sorry.
представники обласної влади саме тих регіонів, які найбільше під ризиком. Була доповідь.
Anyways, I mimic his mouth movements to make some of the sounds in the Ukrainian language that are not normal for an American English speaker. And it's helped me a lot get the sounding of the words more accurate. And hopefully that will improve more too as things go on. Well, yeah, I should tell you I'll probably be running a little bit late again tomorrow. I have my fitting tomorrow for my dentures. So hopefully that all goes well, and within the next 2 weeks, hopefully, I'll have my new dentures and I can show you my ugly face again. Shit, that means I have to start shaving again. Dang it. Yeah, one thing that was good to hear is I had my class with a couple people learning to speak English in Ukraine. I had my class today and was able to talk to them, and power situation seems to be stabilizing. They were told this week there will be no power outages for them. So that's definitely good to hear. Hey, Reb. I can't wait to go back. I'm going to start planning and looking for flights. See if I can get a cheap flight. But I'm hoping to be back in Ukraine summer next year. So you taught your son and multiple nieces and nephews how to say L, R, and th sounds by sitting them on my lap in front of a full-length mirror. Yeah, that's similar to what I'm doing, but the one that got me the most, that was the most, not most hardest, was really hard for me to get in the Ukrainian language was there's z sound. When you say like tea with milk or tea with lemon, it's like a little z sound that they make. And I had a really hard time doing that sound until I watched Zelensky's speeches. And when he makes that, you know, chai lemon, that little z, he raises up like a corner of it, of one of his mouth, one side of his mouth, to make that z. And that's how I learned to. I wouldn't say I'm saying it properly, but I say it better and I'm understood more. Hey, squirrel. So that's why I like watching the Zelensky speeches every night with the subtitles. I would love to see it with like Ukrainian subtitles on top of the English subtitles, just so you can compare word for word. Actually, I'm going to make that suggestion if I can find the email for his office again. So I miss doing my Ukrainian language practice on Duolingo. I'm going to ask you guys for questions. Anything you want me to look up or see if I can find out information on for you. And while you guys are thinking of questions and asking them, I'm going to do a lesson on Duolingo so I don't miss my hearts or streak.
Рука.
Вухо.
Вухо.
Руки.
Руки.
Спина.
Spina. Okay, yeah. I knew that one.
Нога.
Noha.
Нога.
Ваша рука.
Yes, yeah. Your hand.
Де мій зуб?
Where is my... I'm gonna guess it's...
Зуб. Зуб.
Zub? Okay.
Де була моя голова?
Where is my head?
Голова.
Golova.
Голова.
Where was my head? Oh.
У мене червоне горло.
I have a red
Горло.
throat.
Горло.
У вас болять ноги.
Do you...
Болять.
Oh. Have foot pain. Okay.
Ноги.
No, I have knee pain, not foot
У
pain.
мене болять вуха.
My
Вуха.
uha.
Вуха.
Ears hurt.
У вас болить живіт.
Do you have a... I'm guessing it's going to be toothache.
Живіт.
No, stomachache.
Болить. Живіт.
Болить живіт. Okay.
У мене болить живіт.
У мене є болить живіт.
Це ваші нові зуби.
Ваші
Нові зуби.
зуби. Speaking of.
Сніг.
No.
Озеро.
Озеро is a lake.
Нічого.
Нічого.
Спина. Нога.
Нога. Грім.
Грім.
Мороз.
Мороз.
Жарко.
Жарко.
Голова.
Голова.
Вітер.
Vita. Okay, one more and I'll go back to chat and see what you guys will come up with.
Де була моя голова?
Where was my head?
Була.
The is and was is very
Була.
similar, and I just mixed them up. Got my. Oh, I guess I did miss yesterday's, and this counted as Wednesdays. Okay. Oh, nuts. So I guess no questions for today. With that, I'm gonna thank Golby for making my intro, and I'll have to see if I can bug him to make me an outro too, rather than just replaying the intro. But I'll play the outro and say have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. And here we go. Your color. No, I didn't, but that was like a couple days ago. Yeah, my understanding was North Korea targeted and fired like practice shells that fell just short of South Korea. But that was like Saturday or Sunday. Unless this is something new that I haven't heard about. Oh, this is something new. Okay, so they're blowing up stuff in the DMZ. So they fired and blew on Tuesday, today, or well, yes, it's not tomorrow until I go to sleep. So today, blew up the northern sections of unused road and rail routes that once linked it with South Korea. Basically exchanging threats because they think South Korea flew drones over Pyongyang. Choreographed demolition underlines North Korea's growing anger against South Korea's government. Kim Jong-Poo Bear has vowed to sever relations with South Korea and abandon the goal of achieving Korean unification. I think that was out the window in like the 80s. If we keep, it says, observers say it's unlikely Kim will launch a preemptive strike. Unless we get much harder line with Russia over the Ukraine invasion, Mr. Pooh Bear is going to be more and more emboldened to attack South Korea. Depending on the reaction America gives to this attack in the DMZ, this could be like the first of many tests to see what the resolve is. So South Korea's response was to fire warning shots in the southern section of the DMZ and bolstered its readiness and surveillance. So it looks like a lot of posturing. So yeah, in the 2000s, they reconnected those roads and rail links and blew them up yet today. So 2020, North Korea blew up a liaison office. I didn't know about this. Demolished tunnels. In 2008, North Korea blew up a cooling tower at its main nuclear complex. Okay, so they were de-nuking. So basically, South Koreans paid for the roads and Pooh Bear blew them up. Okay. That's hell of a border crossing. Experts say Kim likely aims to diminish South Korea's voice in the regional nuclear standoff. North Korea is accused South Korea of infiltrating drones to drop propaganda leaflets 3 times this month and threatening to respond with force if it happened again. So yeah, sounds like tensions are escalating there. And that's going to be something we have to keep an eye on. America has been the world's police since World War II. Whether we like it or not, that's how we've been acting because we guaranteed the safe passage of trading vessels in the sea for 80 some years now. Now that we're becoming isolationists again. Isolationists again. There we go. Um, and unfortunately, people are seeing that as a weakness. The North Korea is not sending troops to Russia. They have sent troops. There is North Korean troops actively firing artillery shells in Ukraine. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by 45, KK. Is that like some new code word for something? For certain somebody? Oh, I agree. The political BS is exhausting. I've had my fill of it, so I just glass over anything that's United States. Yeah, I'll stick with what Eminem called him, Agent Orange. And I hate to say that. Well, no, I don't hate to say this, but it's a lot of Agent Orange's policies that are just now coming into effect that have that is allowing a lot of this stuff to gain traction. I don't know how to put that. Um, with the import tariffs on China, China's not really happy. So, and China has a lot of influence and very well could be instigating this stuff behind the scenes. Um, our intelligence community just doesn't know because, you know, there's nobody tells, there's no communication in China with the leadership. Um, Xi, he doesn't talk to anybody. So when there's nobody talking to anybody, it just, people assume that, oh, this should be the right thing to do, and then you get crap like the balloons floating over America. Nobody knew what the heck was going on until I mean, in China, nobody knew what was going on in the higher ups because some guy figured, oh, this is what uh, Xi would want me to do, so this is what I'm going to do it, and sent a balloon over the U.S. So who knows what's gonna come out of there? Yeah, it's it's really weird because we have our intelligence community, the U.S. intelligence community has a very strong presence in China, but they can't get any information because there's no information flow in China. It's It's really weird. You know, they don't even lie to their leader like in Russia. Like, oh, yes, everything's fine. We killed 88 Patriot systems already. You know, we hear that stuff from Russia. We know it's lies, trying to make themselves look good to Putin, but like with Xi, nobody wants to tell him anything because they don't know what is in his head and they don't want to get executed. So we just don't know what is going to come out of China. And it's just weird. Um, yeah, unfortunately, we're stuck with her for, well, you're stuck with her for at least another year. I'm hoping I got 6 months left, and then I'll be going to Zelensky speeches in person. It is generally believed in the international community that he did have a minor stroke, but according to Chinese information, Xi had an emergency trip to the hospital to visit friends that were sick. So, I mean, that's the kind of information. Yeah, here, you know, I need to put something else on the screen. So let's go. Sorry, I didn't mean to have that on just screen as I'm talking and reading chat. Oh, let's get the air alert map up. So the quiet nights are apparently over. You know, last 2 nights I shouldn't say there wasn't any air alerts, but it was very quiet compared to most nights. And I've been listening to my phone ding all day for new air alert, new air alert. Oh, Reb, luck has nothing to do with it. I have been busting my ass, tweaking everything I can to be able to afford to do it. And I'm still not quite there. Give you guys kind of an idea. I know I've talked about this before, but just in case you haven't heard, one of the tricks I'm doing is I got myself a 2% cashback credit card. Like, all my bills are paid by that credit card, so I'm getting 2% cash back on paying my bills. But to one up that, I opened a high interest savings account. And when I get my disability funds at the beginning of the month, I transfer the money to pay the total into that high interest savings account. And it sits there from the 3rd until the 24th. And the 24th is when my credit card gets paid off completely. And then every 3 months, the 2% cash back from the credit card gets deposited into that high interest savings account. That is how I've been saving up money to be able to do what I've been doing in Ukraine. So, yeah, I've been pulling every trick I could think of to scrape 2 pennies together to do what I can. I'll have to talk to you after the stream, LJ, because well, I want to do a stream because I have these little wooden heart cutouts I did, and I've been practicing with my wood etching tool on like scrap 2x4s and stuff. And once I'm not embarrassed to show my face on screen again because the teeth issues. Hopefully that gets solved soon. I want to send you do a video of making those hearts, and I want to send you one of those hearts to kind of incorporate into one of your beadworks, if that would be cool with you. Hold on, did Kidder in the Grab just get an alert? Yeah. So, yeah, another new alert just went off. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I should show you guys this too. This is for the 13th. So this basically tracks the Shaheeds and missiles launched by Russia. When was this? So about 7 hours ago. So 6 missiles, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. So this is the latest one. According to the Shaheeds, one piece in Vistancia on the course to Klemensky. So duck and cover, Zhenya. Yeah, one piece in Zhytomyr heading towards Klemensky. 3 units in Kiev region. I'm not sure what they mean by an arbitrary rate. And 1 piece in Poltava heading towards Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. So 6 Shaheeds in the air right now. The main mass is in Chernihiv, Poltava, and Kyiv. 10 pieces. So between 11:40 and 12:15, 4 of them have gone away or have struck targets. Don't know what they've struck, if anything. So let's check out the monitor. So, yep, explosions rang out within Novisky district of Chernihiv Oblast. 2 Kinzhal missiles were used. So, yeah, missiles, Shaheeds. Oh, but that was at 8 o'clock, so I'm guessing the Shaheeds got shot down. So yeah, if you're looking through here, you can see there's a few these are a lot of my contacts in Ukraine. But yeah, that's good. I think that means that going back to here, in the last 40 minutes, 4 Shaheeds got taken out because they went from 10 units to 6. So it looks like Dnipro's artillery alert or air alert timed out. Yeah, and the Patriot system that got taken out, in air quotes here, you know. I went through this the other night, and I'll go through it again just to make sure I drive this point home. Patriot system consists of multiple vehicles. And, you know, this cable they show running is up to 1 kilometer long. So they're not all packed right next to each other. You could have the command center sitting in the middle, the radar 100 meters away or a kilometer away, with the missile systems 1 kilometer in any direction from the command module. So yeah, okay, they hit this part still works, and like the other, and it's not just one missile rack that's hooked up to this. Officially, I think the official count is 8 of these missile trailers can be set up per command center, and that's officially. Unofficially, it's probably more. So taking out a Patriot system could mean this, could mean that, could mean the radar. And so unless they have, unless there's a picture saying, oh, this is the command center and here's the bomb coming in and taking it out, I chalk that up to, okay, they probably hit a missile section. And that's kind of like, it sucks, but it's not the end of the system. Even if they hit the command center, yeah, that sucks, but it's not the end of the system. You just bring in another command center. Or you move the missiles over to another command center. And again, with the radar is probably the most expensive part. So yeah, again, if they hit the radar, yeah, that sucks, but they still have the command center and the missile systems. Oh yeah, my bunnies are still staring at me. So, okay, let me. So, Peter Rabbit and Felix the cat. And my friend Elena in Ukraine made those for me. And they sit here right underneath my monitor. So I see them every day, along with the Russian warship go F yourself postcard. It's all sitting there, and I see it every day. Every day I'm reminded of Ukraine. Every day I'm doing, this stream right now, and my Ukrainian lessons on Duolingo, and it's just trying to make Ukraine part of my everyday routine. I'm not rich. I can't, although I really wanted to, I can't bid like $500 to get, a beautiful beaded tapestry that somebody made, LJ. And I miss having her on my wall, LJ, just so you know. I am curious. Oh, they released the 10 p.m. information. I'm going to save that for tomorrow for the full read through, but they got this out early. So today, 164 combat clashes, 42 airstrikes, 84 bombs, 644 kamikaze drones, and 3,300 artillery strikes. That's not fun. So they have a article here about AI, cybersecurity, and defense. And of course, they do 3 updates a day. 8 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the end of the night. Oh, I'll give you guys this link in chat so you guys can read. You folks can read whatever other stories you want to from them. Again, public information. They release it on their website for public consumption, so there's no worry about OPSEC. So I guess that's going to wrap it up today. Thank you, everybody. And have a good night. And stay safe. And of course, Slava Ukraine.